So picture this. You want a career in visual arts, design, music, photography, whatever it is, but you just cannot seem to think of any personal projects to work on during your free time. You know, to really sharpen your skills. You're staring at a blank canvas and wondering, how in the hell can I make this into something? After 2 minutes of staring, you decide to give up and do something else to waste time. Yep, that's me too. Hey, it's difficult out here for us creatives. We don't want our work to be like anyone else's. What's worse is that the more we digest our craft, the more we start to hate it. It's like, I don't even want to look at it anymore. We start to really get in our heads. But I say no more to that way of thinking. Hopefully. My name is Zay, and this is something that I'm also struggling with as a student who's currently studying graphic design and also learning photography and videography on the side. Although my journey hasn't been very linear, I have gained some knowledge to make my journey just a little less of a burden. So today, I'll be showing you guys 4 tips that I've learned to help you guys finally be able to defeat creative block once and for all. If you guys are interested in more helpful ways to enhance your creative journey, please be sure to like, comment, share, and show some support on this channel. I would really appreciate it. Alright, let's dive into tip number 1. This one's very important, and not a lot of people do this one, even if they aren't creative at all or whatever. I think more people should be implementing this into their daily lives. But tip number 1, go outside. Go outside and take a moment to consider your environment. Is the sun shining brightly with this nice gentle breeze sitting at roughly 20 degrees Celsius? Or maybe the wind's cooler and it's breezier and you can even see a visible mist when you exhale. Whatever the weather is, immerse yourself in it. Go for a walk alone or invite some friends. Lay in the grass and sun gaze for a little bit, maybe even meditate. Look around the neighborhood or explore your cities. Being outdoors not only enhances your productivity, but also nurtures your mental well-being. For me personally, I make it a daily ritual. If I'm struggling to figure out an original idea to upload to my art page on Instagram, I take a step back, grab my camera, and I head outside. Photography is more of a hobby for me, not something that I necessarily take seriously. Still, it's always enjoyable to stroll around campus capturing key moments. I even get approached by other students asking for photos. You don't need to have a strict plan of action when going outside. It's an opportunity for inspiration to find you, whatever it may be. Whether you're biking, hiking, or you're carrying your sketchbook or your laptop or whatever tools you use, there's inspiration out there for you. Just embrace the outdoors. Now, if you're saying to me, hey Zay, I went outside but I'm still lacking that creative spark, what's next? Then I have something else for you. Number 2, work without a purpose in mind first.
What?
Just experiment with your creative tools and let your imagination run wild.
I'm out, man.
If you're an artist or designer, get yourself some paper and start off with some doodles, sketches, scribbles, whatever. Just brain dump. If photography or videography is your thing, play around with different shutter speeds, see how that affects the image of the video, play around with apertures. Just break the rules. Just break the rules. Experiment. And if you're a musician, why don't you make an experimental beat? Play around with your sound, your vocals. It's all just for fun. Get those wheels turning. For just 1 second, forget about trying to be perfect. Forget about all that, all the expectations. Just get something out there first. The idea here is to explore and ideate before reaching a final product. What I like to do is grab my sketchbook or my grid paper and just throw some ideas out there. Just brainstorming. I jot some notes, keywords, or play with shapes and how they interact with each other. I'm not aiming at anything specific. I'm just getting my creative juices flowing. This process helps me tackle any large project. It narrows it down. It makes it so much less intimidating. So I recommend giving this one a try. If number 2 didn't really help much for you, then hey, I got just the thing. Number 3, draw inspiration from others' work within your field. This is a common one. A lot of people know this already. But an important part to know is that this is not plagiarism. It's about learning and growing and taking a look at what the experts within your field are doing, how they're accomplishing tasks that you're struggling with. Break down some of the key elements that they include in their work and think about how you could incorporate some of that into your own. There's all kinds of different ways to find inspiration. Commonly, you'll see people scrolling through Pinterest or Instagram art accounts. If you're a designer like me, you'll probably find yourself scrolling through Behance. However, I do want to put you guys onto another one. It's called itsnicethat.com. On here, I catch up with a lot of the latest design trends and things like that. However, you can explore articles ranging from paintings, sculpting, animation, and so much more. And by the way, this is not paid promotion. I actually use this website all the time. I'm sorry. But I do genuinely think you guys should check it out. But yes, looking at experts' work within your field can help you have a more fresh insight, and you'll be able to leap over some creative hurdles you've been struggling with. And plus, it's just a great way to keep yourself immersed in the whole art field that you're in, you know? So embrace the brilliance of your peers and the experts around you, or on Pinterest. And lastly, number 4. Now this one is very interesting, and I think this should be considered more often. The idea here is to establish specific rules or limitations for yourself. It might sound counterintuitive at first, but this is actually a really effective strategy. Now imagine, you're an artist looking to create something just for the fun of it, yet you're faced with way too much freedom, leaving you unsure where to begin. In those moments, narrowing down your options works wonders. Try enforcing constraints like narrowing down to a specific color palette, limiting the number of notes and chords in a song, or embarking on a short story with only one character and one location. Creative block often creeps in when you're unsure of how to start and how to proceed. When you're looking at a blank canvas and you have an unlimited amount of choices, you're gonna get overwhelmed easily. For my poster designs, I have different boundaries for each project. Most times I'll limit myself to only 2 colors in one image because I can't lie, I get pretty carried away. But however you like to do it, create those limitations and put in that work. And there you have it, my friends. 4 invaluable tips to conquering creative block and unlocking your creative potential. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share your own creative tips in the comments below. Let's inspire and support each other in our creative journeys together. Keep creating and stay inspired. Thanks for watching, and until next time, let me get out of here.